What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So how is everybody doing? Leave it in the comments. How's your day going? How's your week been? I hope everyone's doing okay. I have to go to work like in a little bit, but I said, you know what, let's try to film. Like, let's use this natural lighting. It's a little warmer today, you know, it just snowed and it's warming up a little bit. And yeah, so the other day, I think it was Friday, I was cleaning up my room and I was listening to like my gospel playlist, and just out of the blue I just started crying. And I made some notes right here. Of course you can't see it from here, but I made some notes about what I want to talk about today. I wrote down in my notebook, today's topic is God's trying to tell you something. And I was listening to Listen by Marvin Sapp, and that song had really it really touched me. Okay, and if you hear anything, disclaimer, my mom is washing dishes, and you know how dishes be like cackling. I really felt God's presence. Like, you know how when people, when they're in church and like they start, you know, praying and praising God and shouting and things like that, and they start crying? Well, that's sort of how I felt. Like, I felt God like right here with me, and I just felt extremely safe. You know how, you know, you go through things and sometimes you just feel like you're by yourself, but God definitely reminded me that I'm not by myself. Like, I definitely am not by myself, and it felt good. It really did. In this video, like I said, today's topic is gonna be God's trying to tell you something, and I made some notes about what I wanted to discuss, and I'm going to touch on those. So the first tip that I want to share is how important it is to give God anything that you're worrying about. My dad will always say, if you're gonna pray about it, then don't worry about it, and if you're gonna worry about it, don't pray about it. And I'm as I get older, I'm understanding the importance of that phrase. It's like, if you praying and giving it all to God, trust that God has it together. But if you think you got it, then go ahead and worry, because you're gonna be right back at square one. Where with God has it. God wrote the book, and he know what he doing. All you can do is really just trust that. You know, there's no need of worrying. There's no need of feeling like that. You know what I mean? Just give everything to God, and he got it. Tip number 2 was the importance of introspection. And introspection is the examination or observation of one's own mental or emotional processes. If you want to understand your emotions or understand a certain situation, or just try to understand yourself, introspection is important. It's like a recharge, like a self-reflection. And I stress self-reflection so much because I pay attention to myself a lot anyway. But it's like when you self-reflect and you reflect back on the week, when you reflect back on certain situations, you either A, can figure out how you could have handled it better, or B, realize how the situation just could have been better in general. Not just how you handle it, but how the other person may have handled it. That's why it's so important, because if you just walking around, you're not reflecting, you're not thinking back on nothing or anything like that, then what are you learning? Like, well, you're not taking notes, like you're not growing, and that's not really good, I feel like, because growth, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, maturity in general is important. As a human being, you go through things to learn things. Like, you grow through what you go through, and that's why they say, oh, people are wise, or people have wisdom. Well, they wouldn't have that wisdom if they didn't introspect, and if they didn't go through things. Tip number 3 says that God is always in control, always. And in that song Listen by Marvin Sapp, it's like, in his first few set of lyrics, he was like, you tried your way, it didn't work, you put him second and put you first. You trusted friends, thought they had your back, and every time you turn around, it seems as though you're under attack. You know, like, if you listen to the whole song, you'll get it. But what I got from that song is, stop trying to fix your own problems. You can't. We need to rely on God when it comes to us dealing with stuff. You know, like I spoke about in my latest video, I'm praying for forgiveness. I'm struggling with that myself. Like, I'm not one to hold grudges, but when something like really hurts me, it's hard for me to forgive just like that. But prayer, talking to God can change that. God can help me overcome anything, any situation, any type of hurt, any type of whatever. I have to give it to him. Like, he is in control. He already wrote my book. He already wrote situations. He know. And I'm walking around thinking that, oh, I can do it myself. God will literally break you down. He will literally break you down to where you have to turn to him. So thinking that you got it yourself, no, you don't. God always got you, and he walking with you, period. And tip number 4 is to just stay prayed up. You know, so much has been happening in the world. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. But just stay prayed up, because you just never really know. And you know, they're saying that, oh, it was his friend or whatever. Who knows? But like, just stay prayed up, because God is your protector. God always got you, regardless. And you just have to understand, like I said in my previous tips, that God is in control. I know that I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for God. I know that for a fact. If I didn't pay attention to the signs and things that he's given me, if I didn't pray, if I didn't, you know, do these things, I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for him. And just, God is in control always, and I'm gonna keep grinding. You know, I'm gonna keep, you know, me having this type of motivation, I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for God. You know how the devil sometimes try to be like, oh, don't do nothing today. Oh, no one's gonna like it anyway. Oh, whatever, negativity. But God is just like throwing, you know, love and positivity at you. But you wouldn't be able to receive and understand what God's trying to tell you if you don't pray. If you don't understand what God's trying to tell you, then then pray for understanding. Say, God, I don't understand. Could you explain it a little more? Can you show me a sign? Give me a sign, give me something. And this is from my perspective. I'm not a preacher or anything like that, but I know that words can be powerful, and I know that when I'm going through things, sometimes the things that I'm saying, I need to hear myself. I need to hear it when I'm dealing with hard times, and I'm gonna even watch this video back myself when I need to hear it. God got it. God got you. God got it. Leave it alone. Give it to him. And that's on that. And that day when I, said I cried and things like that, I talked to God, it's like I felt safe, like I said, and I feel like everything is gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay, and I trust him, and I'm gonna be fine. And anybody that's going through things, if you're watching this, if you're going through something, you're gonna be fine too. Stay prayed up, stay focused, get how you live, focus on yourself, pour into yourself, pour God into you, and it's no choice but for you to win. It's no choice but for you to win. All 2020 is about introspection, recharging. Right now we're in Mercury Retrograde. If you don't know what that is, it's basically when I think the earth is in I don't know how to get the line, but just pray. Look up Mercury Retrograde. That's a lot to explain. I'm still trying to understand it myself, but I'm really into zodiac signs and my moon sign and all of that kind of stuff. I'm really into that kind of stuff. And we have Google at our fingertips, so maybe I'll do a video when I do research a little bit more about Mercury Retrograde. But I watched somebody on YouTube, her name is Nayavi, and she's into her zodiac and things like that, and Mercury Retrograde, she really understands that. Make sure y'all check out her podcast. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be posting as much as I can. I want to try to do every day, but realistically, I don't know how it's gonna work. I do go to college, so I'm a student first. Leave down in the comments what more of you guys, what y'all want to see. I know my video, when I'll leave it up here in the cards, so I think it's on this side or this side, but that video, y'all liked it. I appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all was very, very supportive, and I rock with y'all for that. And yeah, I'm about to get ready to head out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.